The starship hung silently in the void of space, its hull scarred from countless battles against the raiders that plagued the outer colonies. Inside the command deck, Queen Zalyra of the Veylani Empire stormed through the corridors, her armored boots striking the metal floor with authority. Every officer and soldier she passed stepped aside, fear and respect mirrored in their eyes. Yet none dared to speak as she approached the engineering bay. Her massive armor clanged with every step, each plate forged from rare alloys mined from dying stars. It was the pride of her people, a symbol of power and legacy, and now it was damaged. The Queen had been ambushed on a patrol mission, and her armor had suffered fractures and dents from enemy plasma blasts. The pain of the damaged suit was more than physical. It represented failure in her eyes. Inside the engineering bay, a lone human worked quietly. His name was Kael, a former mechanic from Earth who had volunteered to serve aboard the Veylani flagship. He was not tall nor particularly imposing, but his hands moved with precision, examining circuits and hydraulic conduits with meticulous care. Most of the crew avoided him, uneasy around a human in a foreign empire known for its strict hierarchies. But Kael did not care. He saw problems and solved them. The Queen arrived, her glowing eyes locking onto him. The silence was heavy. None of her elite engineers dared approach. She gestured with one gauntleted hand, the metal scraping like thunder. "Who will fix my armor?" Her voice roared, vibrating through the chamber. The hum of the ship seemed to pause. Kael looked up, wiping grease from his hands. He stepped forward, calm yet deliberate. "I will," he said simply. No hesitation, no fear. His voice was small compared to the Queen, yet carried a strange confidence. Zalyra studied him for a long moment, assessing the human. Then, with a flick of her wrist, she signaled him to begin. The Queen lowered herself onto the repair platform, and the crew held their breath. Kael moved with precision, his hands dancing across panels and servos. Sparks flew, circuits hummed, and metal plates shifted under his guidance. Minutes felt like hours as Kael worked tirelessly. He replaced damaged actuators, realigned the energy conduits, and polished every scarred surface. The Queen watched silently, awe mingled with disbelief. She had expected hesitation, failure, or even disrespect. Instead, she saw skill, courage, and determination in a species many considered fragile. When Kael finally stepped back, the armor gleamed as if new. Zalyra rose, testing each joint. The movements were fluid, perfect. She turned her gaze on Kael, the silence of the bay broken only by the soft hum of the ship. "You have done what none of my finest could," she said, her voice a mixture of authority and grudging respect. Kael stepped back, his hands still tingling from the work. The Queen turned, her eyes glowing brighter than ever. The armor moved perfectly, responding to her slightest command. She had not expected a human to perform such precise repairs, let alone improve certain systems beyond the original design. The crew stared in silence, some in disbelief, others in admiration. Kael felt a mix of pride and unease. He was far from home, among a species whose culture he barely understood, and yet he had earned their respect through skill alone. Zalyra moved through the bay, testing the enhanced hydraulics and energy shields. Every movement was seamless, almost graceful. "You have saved more than my armor," the Queen said, her voice softer now but still commanding. "You have restored my confidence and reminded me why we fight." Her gaze lingered on him, intense and unyielding. Kael did not flinch. He had learned to meet such scrutiny without fear. Rumors of Kael's feat spread quickly through the ship. Soldiers whispered about the human who had tamed the Veylani technology and earned the trust of their queen. Other engineers watched silently, some with envy, others with newfound respect. Kael remained humble, focused on his work. There were more repairs to perform, more systems to optimize, and he did not waste time on accolades. Days passed. Kael and the Queen often met in the engineering bay. She began to explain the intricacies of her armor, sharing knowledge of energy flows, defensive matrices, and advanced combat algorithms. Kael absorbed everything, offering suggestions and improvements, each one accepted with surprising humility from the mighty Zalyra. One evening, as the ship cruised through a field of shattered asteroids, Zalyra finally spoke. "You are not just a mechanic, human. You are a guardian, a protector. Our empire is stronger because of you." Kael nodded, realizing that his journey among the stars had changed him forever. He was no longer just an Earth engineer. He was part of a story larger than himself, a tale of courage, skill, and unexpected alliances. In the vast emptiness of space, where danger lurked in every shadow, a lone human had proven that determination and intelligence could rival even the mightiest warriors, and the Veylani Empire would remember the name Kael, the human who fixed the armor of a queen.